Hello, Msonda Mulundu Chipampata is my name, and I've been doing quite a couple of these videos. The main focus is on my bipolar, and it's interesting to keep discovering new avenues to it. When I started, I had no clue what I was doing, but I've only been doing this less than probably 3 weeks now. And in the short 3 weeks that I've started doing this, I've learned so much. But anyway, the focus that I want to be addressing today is losing touch with reality. For the past 5 years, I haven't quite been here with most people. And by losing touch with reality, it's not that I was sick or anything, it's that consciously I I just stopped engaging with people. I stopped being friendly with people. I stopped caring what people thought, and I just disengaged from everything. I stopped being productive. I didn't care too much. I'm very grateful to the very good friends and family that I have, very supportive, who supported me through the period. In fact, I can more or less say it's a stretch, maybe 5 years is even less. Let's just say 7 years. For the past 7 years, from about 2009 till now, which is 2016, I completely lost touch with reality. And the way it happens is it's very subtle. It's difficult to explain. It's got nothing so much to do with the ailment that I have, of which now I'm not calling it an ailment. It's just a part of me. In the beginning, I thought it was a problem to have what I have. I went into the churches. I sought all that was there to be found in the churches. I came out of there and still hungry, wanting more and more information, like I have been for the past 3 weeks, which is amazing because now I feel like I'm really absorbing so much. I've found so much information that I really wanted to know. I didn't even realize how resourceful the internet has become. And for me, it's like I have a portal. Using the YouTube is a portal into the outside world. Because if you live in my world, you'll find that you're very closed and you don't have much to go by. Also, we've got Facebook. Facebook brings a lot of friends, family, and lost associates together. We've got LinkedIn these days, another one that brings a lot of friends, business associates, and things like that together. We've got Twitter. Twitter, once you tweet, the majority of people will find what you're talking about. So all these things that I've started using now. As much as I've got a career in IT, I stopped using it. I stopped caring so much about it. But I realized there's a reason all the pieces came together the way they came together. Now I'm happy to report that I can look at my life as a complete unit. And there's a reason that I even went through what I went through, because now I can see myself going through what I went through, and I can see it ending now because I've definitely got control of it. I can feel now when I'm being attacked and I'm able to resist it. Whereas before, I would just be helpless. The anxiety attacks would come and I'd just be helpless, and it would get worse and worse and worse before you know it. Because I didn't know, I didn't have the education as to what you're supposed to do, how you're supposed to deal with it. So I'm sure a lot of people would probably wonder, okay, fine, you're saying that now you've got a way in which your anxiety attacks come to you. How are you sorting it out? I'll give you a very simple method. Like for me, once I get the anxiety attacks, what happens to me is I feel extremely nervous for no reason, you see, and then anxious for no reason. And then once that starts happening, if there's any worry thought or any worry thoughts on my mind, those will start to continuously go on and on and on for no reason. Okay? Now, once that starts happening, if I don't put it under control, then that's when I get into acute psychosis. That acute psychosis is where I go into a state in which everybody around me cannot hear, see, feel, smell the kind of things that I'm going through. All my senses just go haywire, you know? So that's when it's out of control, by the way. So I'm saying now that I've learned how to control it and I've learned how to contain it. So I'm just trying to give those people that are probably confused about this and they don't know what to do when that happens, that there is a way. So now what you'd basically do, like for me, when it comes, I'm aware of it and I say, hey, I'm in control here. I just tell it that I'm in control and you're not going to go beyond this point. You can breathe in deeply, in and out, inhale, exhale. If you know any meditation techniques, you can go ahead and do those as well. But for me, it's as simple as just breathing in and out, like really like that for even like 5 to 10 minutes. It's amazing the results that it gives you. It sounds silly and it looks silly, I know, but it actually works. And it just keeps you on the straight and narrow. But anyway, what I'm basically saying is I'm just glad now that, I've had this dark past. Well, I used to look at it as dark, but I found a way in which to contain it now, and it's no longer something that torments me. If anything, it's something that's helping me, and now I can obviously share it. But I just want to come back to reality, and I just want to say um, I'm thinking better now, and I can see um, things the way I never used to see them before because I didn't have much to go by. Basically, my life was just about disappointment in what I had gone through because I thought maybe I was insane. I thought it was an insanity thing. Now, with reading up and with studying like I am doing now about it, I've discovered so much. It's not really what it is. It's a lot more educational than what meets the eye. So I'm just glad to know that it's a condition, and the condition is up to you to sort out by yourself. Either you can let it get to you and say, to let the whole world call you insane, which it's easy for them to say because if they don't understand what's going on in your mind or they don't have education on the the ailment, which is bipolar, they won't have a clue. If they've never read up on it, they'll just think, oh, this person's crazy, and that's it. And that's good enough for them. But if they know exactly what's going on, they know that there's actually a process, there's actually things that bring it all together, they'll be careful as to how they approach it. Like I also thought I was crazy, so I'm actually healing myself. I'm actually having to tell myself, no, this is different. You've just got a condition that a lot of people have. I didn't realize so many other people had it. I thought I was the only one in the world. As much as they were diagnosing me, I just thought they're just probably using a fancy word for crazy. But anyway, I'm just glad that I'm where I am now. I can safely say I'm healed. I can safely say that, confidently say that I'm healed, and this thing will never disturb me ever again. And even if it does come, I'll use it for its benefits because there are some spiritual benefits to it. There's some mystical insights, the things that you get to see that other people don't get to see. So instead of fearing it, I'm going to embrace it and I'm going to see whatever insight it gives me because it's given me a lot of insight in the past. I've been able to predict things, I've been able to see things and things like that. I'm yet to learn though. I don't want to come out like a psychic, but I'm yet to learn the benefits of it. So for now, I'm just glad that it's been the way it's been. Oh well, that's it for today. Thank you very, very much. And for those who are watching, if you want, you can subscribe to it because I'll be giving more and more insight. I'm actually going to tear this whole bipolar thing to shreds. I'm going to take it to the limit. And whoever it is that's got it right now, who's too afraid or too weak, like I've been for a long time, I'm going to help them get out of it in my way. Thank you.